Welcome to Mahalik Thompson Stadium on the campus of Slippery Rock University, the site of the WFA showdown between your Pittsburgh Passion and the Boston Renegades. Hi, everybody. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. I am Matt Fargo, joined alongside former Passion star and national champ Jen Cairns. Welcome to our broadcast coverage of Pittsburgh Passion football, as it is a huge showdown. The defending champions of the Boston Renegades against your Pittsburgh Passion. Jen, you really don't need to say a whole lot, but there's a whole lot to say.
Yeah, I mean, there is no bigger and better matchup every year than this one right now, especially when it comes at the end of the season. These are two Titans looking to clash tonight for possible home field advantage and playoff berth. Both of these teams have the goal in mind of another national championship, but they've got to go through one another first.
Yes, they do. And last year, Boston got the best of the Passion, but in that game, Boston scored half of what they had averaged on offense and gave up the most points they had allowed all season long. The Passion would love to run that back again. Let's take a look at our players to watch, and we'll start with the Boston Renegades. Jen, spill the tea on who you're looking for.
Well, on the Boston side of the ball, and on actually both sides of the ball, we're looking at special teamers today. For Boston, it's number 2 wide receiver and kickoff returner Okano Harrell. She is the league-leading returner, averaging about 40 yards per return, and she has found herself pay dirt in the end zone one time this year.
All right, on the other side of the coin for the Pittsburgh Passion, you said special teamer. Who is it?
It is Johnson, number 86, our kicker. She is the lead-leaguing kicker going up against the lead-leaguing returner. She averages about 38 yards per punt, and she has tallied a 32-yard field goal. She has been pinning back defenses and offenses all year long.
Yeah, Cody Johnson's been one of the fun players to watch on this Pittsburgh Passion squad. She's all over the field, not just on special teams. And now we're going to extend it down to the field where the third member of our crew, Susie Cole, has the Coach's Corner presented by Aid Nation Maximum Absorption for Super Hydration. Susie.
Thanks so much, Matt. I'm down here with Passion head coach Teresa Kahn, or as people call her, Coach T. And Coach, there's only 2 regular season games left. Well, I guess 1 after today. So what about this team has stood out from years past that you just really like?
Our chemistry is so good. Our coaches have been putting the time in. Co-head coach Lisa Horton has been ridiculous with the prep, and all of our coaches. Our players, you want them to earn and deserve it, and they are. They are putting the hours in, the sweat, the tears, and I should say the laughter. I mean, it's all been cool. It's just a fun journey.
Mm-hmm. You speak about the players. I'm going to put you on the spot right now. You got to pick one defensive player and one offensive player that really just stick out in your mind from this season. Who would that be?
That is so hard, but I have to tell you, we're really thrilled to have Marcelina Chavez back at quarterback. We lost her the second game last year. She's a tough warrior. Grateful to have her. Again, it's just so hard, but Kim Zavovic's our general on the field for the defense. She's a warrior as well. But we have so many. I could name. That's tough.
And you talked about the laughter that this team brings. And whenever I was talking with the girls earlier, they said camaraderie is a huge thing on this team. Where does that stem from?
We go to retreats together. We try to make this really about life. Football is all about life, and they walk the talk. It's not just a mission statement. Loyalty, respect, honesty, sacrifice, the things you do for a family. We're a family. We do that. We understand what it takes to be a successful family, and we're willing to do that.
With the sights set on the last regular season game and then playoffs, what are you expecting from your team from here on out?
All of that, the respect, the determination, the hard work, the sacrifice. I feel like they're going to do great because they, like I said, they've earned it, and I love their chemistry. Great things happen when you have passion.
Thanks so much,
Thank you.
Coach T. Matt?
Thanks so much, Susie, and thanks to head coach Teresa Kahn. Gearing up for this big matchup, it's time for the Keys to the Game presented by Pam Health. Pam Health committed to providing patients with the best care and outcomes. They offer both inpatient and outpatient therapy. Find a location near you. Jen, how do you get a win tonight?
Yeah, well, for the Renegades, it's create turnovers. Boston has been like a rabid dog looking for its bone all season long. They look to strip the ball carrier on every tackle, proving to be extremely effective across their defensive core. 5 players have forced fumbles this season. Next, they must continue their special teams magic. Boston has been able to block 3 kicks and punts over the last 4 games, resulting in favorable field position and points on the board. facing a Passion kicker who is #1 in the league and we featured as our key player, has been pitting offenses back all season long. This will be a needed weapon in their arsenal if they expect to get past the Passion tonight. On the home team side of the ball, it is a fired-up secondary. With 6 combined INTs and 3 pick sixes in 4 games thus far this season, the Passion secondary must continue to make QBs pay for airing out the ball. Boston has faced just one DB core as fierce as the Passion, and that resulted in their only loss of the season. And then we talked about how Boston is known for stripping the ball. Well, then that means the Passion must protect the rock. Boston is highly effective in getting the ball out of the opponent's hands and turning that into points. Passion must make sure that they maintain ball possession on every carry.
That's going to set the scene for this showdown of the Boston Renegades and the Pittsburgh Passion. These two franchises combined for 10 national champions. Who wins today will be in the driver's seat for another. We're about to put the key into the ignition. Stick around. Passion, Renegades, kickoff when we come back on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Boston versus Pittsburgh in this WFA Game of the Week. Boston won the toss and elected to defer. So that means Pittsburgh Passion offense first to touch the football tonight. It's a squib kick. Bounced around and fielded at the 42-yard line with a knee down. Danasha Harris doing the honors there. Moments ago, the KPMG coin toss took place. KPMG, a division of the global KPMG network of firms that are driving conversations on emerging business issues and opportunities. First and 10 for Pittsburgh. That was Ron Coder doing the coin toss for Pittsburgh tonight. The Passion operate out of the shotgun here. Obviously known for the bag of tricks. Flag's going to blow this dead as Chavez, who had lined up in the slot, was going to get it. And looks like the Passion are going to have the first penalty of the ball game.
Seems like 22 Ellie Malarski wasn't set. She kept running on and off the field to the sideline, taking a call from Horton, co-head coach.
So a 5-yard penalty makes it first down at 15. And we're on the same play, but this time they keep it off the far side. It's Pace down the far sideline, and she goes all the way for the Pittsburgh Passion touchdown. Devin Pace, 63 yards.
Devin Pace making them pay and showing you how she has just been effective all year long with that speed to the outside and then those powerful wheels that just continue to churn. There was no way any Renegade was going to catch her.
Jen, it was almost as if the penalty worked for the Passion's favor because they run the trick play to Chavez that gets blown dead, and instead of giving the ball back to Chavez, Peace keeps it this time. She didn't get touched.
And they are the top two getting it done with their legs for the Pittsburgh Passion all season long. Devin Pace with 511 coming into this game and 4 touchdowns. Chavez right behind her.
And your key player to watch, Cody Johnson, puts the ball through the poles for the extra point. And 14:41 to play in our first quarter. Pittsburgh already on the board, 7-0 over the Renegades. Come back with us on Sportsnet Pittsburgh in Nesson.
Supportive.
Grateful.
Inspiring.
Connected. Integrated.
Community. Communication.
Great. Fun.
Meaningful.
Inclusive. Dedication.
Professional. Care.
Opportunities. Excellent. Passionate.
Family. Family.
Awesome.
This first quarter is brought to you by PAM Health. PAM Health committed to providing patients with the best cares and outcomes. They offer both inpatient and outpatient therapy. Find a location near you. PAM Health bringing you tonight's first quarter. Back to the Renegades. And they get tripped up right around the 30-yard line on the return for the Renegades was Ruth Mata. As we take a look at the starting defense for the Pittsburgh Passion, anchored by Zubovic and Niedermeyer on the line. And also keep an eye out for Danasha Harris, 4 interceptions on the season.
And 2 pick sixes. I mean, that
right.
is quite impressive in just 4 games.
And she almost had a third in the last home game to the New York squad. She came about 3 yards shy. She's still thinking about it. First down and 10 for Boston.
Those kind will haunt you.
Right, they will. As the former defensive back. Boston to work. They go off the left side to Mata. She's their bread and butter back. Able to pick up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Mata coming into today has racked up 208 yards with 3 touchdowns, although Boston known more for trying to get it done in the air.
Megan McFadden is the quarterback for the Renegades. She'll go back to pass, throw over the middle, and there's a lot of traffic there, and it's broken up, incomplete. Tried to hook up with Margaret Barden, could not do so, and it's 3rd down. It's 3rd down and 5. Third down and 5 for the Renegades. Shotgun for McFadden. Mata gets the call. Churns the legs forward, but is going to be about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. Caitlin Polnick on the tackle for Pittsburgh. And maybe the biggest news story, at least from years past when the Renegades come to town, is the absence of their star quarterback and Allison Cahill.
Yeah, Allison Cahill was a staple for a long time under center, veteran leader.
How about Pittsburgh on a 4th down? Shut down by the Pittsburgh defense. Caitlin Polnick, back-to-back stops for 33 in black and gold, and Pittsburgh gets the ball on a turnover on downs.
Caitlin Polnick having herself a set of downs there, firing up her defensive teammates. And boy, of the Pittsburgh Passion punched the Renegades in the mouth on both sides of the ball to start this game.
We talked about it at the top of the broadcast. Pittsburgh gave Boston everything they had in the game last year, and Pittsburgh was admittedly not the healthiest team.
Correct.
A season ago.
Yes. And now they are firing on all cylinders, so it's an even bigger clash of the Titans tonight.
No doubt. First down and 10 for Pittsburgh. Chavez in her normal quarterback spot. Bounces the ball incomplete for Meister. Take a look at the Pittsburgh offense. Didn't get a chance to look at it in the first series because they scored on 1 play.
Oh, darn.
We're living with it. Chavez, Devin Pace, Cody Johnston, Meister, Malarski, and Meyer, the receivers. And then a great offensive line in front of all those skilled players. Second down, 10 after the incomplete pass. They hand it off right side. It's Devin Pace one more time. She shrugs off 3 tacklers before finally being brought down. So Lena Pascal is the one who finally drags her down.
She's fast and shifty as well as powerful, and so these little arm tackles are not going to bring her down.
And while Boston did lose a game this season, coming in with a record of 3-1, Pittsburgh unblemished at 4-0. Boston losing the game to the St. Louis Slam in a rematch of the championship from last year at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Here's Chavez rolling to the near side, steps up, trying to avoid some pressure, and it's tough to, as she'll be pulled down at the 34-yard line for a loss of 1.
Great discipline and patience there by the Boston Renegade defense, collapsing in on Chavez, who's just as dangerous with her legs as with her arm.
Marcelina went down in week 2 last year, so Boston did not see number 11 in black and gold a season ago, going back to the story of kind of being beaten up last year in the injury department. She'll send 4 wide on a 4th down and 8. Immediate pressure, throws high, it's pulled down out of the atmosphere, has blocking in front, but not enough to get a first down. It will be a turnover on downs, as Bethany Meyer makes the reception for Pittsburgh. We were talking about Boston and their road in the 2024 season, trying to get back to a national championship. 3-1 on the season. Took down the Inferno and the Alabama Fire, and then lost at St. Louis to the Slam 36-27, and then poor New York 90-7. Jeez. Run off the left side on 1st down and 10 for beg your pardon, that is Catherine Falkowski. First carry of the night for Falkowski. Bring up 2nd down and 8 for Boston. McFadden turns around and hands it off one more time, and there's room for Falkowski as she will pick up a Boston 1st down to the 40-yard line.
A nice hole opening up for her there on the left side.
Fresh set of downs for the Renegades. Stacked receiver set. Falkowski goes out in motion, and then some time here. McFadden throwing and able to get it to the middle of the field for a completed pass. Margaret Barden makes the reception from her backside right at the 50-yard line.
That front 5 for the Renegades gave their quarterback just enough time to allow their wide receivers to adjust, find space in the middle of the field.
1st down and 10 for the Renegades at the midfield stripe. McFadden setting up the screen pass. It is completed to Pascal, and she'll try to weave her way for a yard, no further. Pittsburgh's all over it. Only a gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Looks like Zubovic, that general out there on defense, who brought her down.
2nd down, 8. Motion out of the slot. It's Pascal. They hand it off instead, and there's running room here for Falkowski as she gets tracked down from behind, and the ball comes loose. Pittsburgh jumps on it. The official will rule her down. A hustle play there by Harris to try to attempt to force a big turnover play, but Boston will get the big play and set up 1st down and goal.
We talked about how Boston is very disciplined, looking to strip the ball on every chance that they can, and looks like Pittsburgh Passion been trained up just as well. Look as she takes a swipe at that ball, gets it loose. Unfortunately for us, she was down before we recovered it.
43 yards on the run from Catherine. She lines up to the left of McFadden on a 1st down and goal. Gets the call, and she runs in to the Pittsburgh Passion defense. Ashley DeChico on the tackle for Pittsburgh.
Just proves you don't have to be big and mighty, just feisty and fast.
DeChico sliding in there to make a tackle for a loss. Second down and goal, McFadden. Volkowski runs in again to a great surge backwards by this Passion defensive front. Caitlin Niedermeyer leading it. Add in Tyra Grant to that list as well on those helping push the pile backwards. Third and goal. Pittsburgh loves a goal line stand here. Pressure from the edge, throwing across the middle, and traffic incomplete. Tried to hook up with Adrian Smith, could not do so, and it's fourth down and goal.
And unlike her predecessor, Allison Cahill, McFadden has not shown us that you need to worry about her streaming from the pocket. She tends to stay and be patient and try to slice and dice you with her arm.
Margaret Barden will come on to attempt the field goal. 28-yard field goal here for Barden. Put the Renegades on the board. And it's blocked! Pittsburgh blocks it and scoops it up! Polnick came away with it. And Pittsburgh denies the Renegades. A goose egg stays on the scoreboard here in the first. It's still 7-0.
Polnick has eaten her Wheaties today, man. I mean, we've called her name more than any other defender thus far in this first quarter. And that ignited the Passion crowd.
See it again. Passion making special teams special, Jen. That was a big part of what we talked about at the beginning of this game. And Passion have done it with a big play on offense, big plays on defense, and now special teams coming up big.
All three facets of the game.
Chavez on the option. Hangs on and picks up 4 on the first down carry from the quarterback calling her own number.
Stop number 39, Dallas Smith. Being a 4, second down and 6.
Second down, 6 for Pittsburgh. Chavez throwing far side at the numbers. It is completed just shy of the first down sticks. Bethany Meyer on the reception.
Unfortunately, Meyer had to come back for that ball and hit the ground to ensure the catch. She can stay on her feet. She gets the extra yard.
Third down, 1. And hand it off. And on a second effort by Devin Pace. First down, Pittsburgh.
Tough in-your-face football by the Passion right there.
Fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Chavez play action and a keeper off the right side. Not a lot of jerseys out there in black and gold, but Chavez doing her own work there to buy a few more yards.
Gain of 4 on the play, second down. In on the stop, number 20, Brianna Gallo, and number 33, Whitney Seeley.
Second down and 10.
Tackle.
For second and 6, beg your pardon. Chavez rolls out, slings it over the middle of the field. On the money to Johnson, right at the first down sticks.
In lots of traffic, but she thread that needle.
There was a lot of traffic on that, and Cody Johnson just sat in the middle of it and hauls it in, reminding us of another receiver that wore 86 making big time catches.
Gotta see if her smile matches up.
That of Hines Ward. That was the best part of Hines' game, though.
Yes.
First down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Delayed handoff to Pace. She shrugged off one, tried to bounce it to the outside, and help arrived. Darcy Leslie on the tackle for the Renegades. They're going to say no gain of the play, 2nd and 10. That was Pasquale that pulled her down. And motion out of the slot. Ellie Malarski gets the end around on the jet motion, and Malarski has a Pittsburgh Passion first down.
You know, the Pittsburgh Passion have lots of weapons on the ground, with Devin Pace leading the way, Chavez, number 2 rusher on the team, and Ellie Malarski just close behind. Coming into this game, who had 152 yards and 3 touchdowns.
That was a 9-yard pickup. Gives Pittsburgh a fresh set once again, leading 7-0. Coming up on the 3-minute mark of our Pam Health first quarter. Hand off right side to Devin Pace. Pace was able to keep her balance and keep moving forward. What second effort there by Pace. A lot of running backs run out of bounds there, Jen, and she thought there were more yards to be gained, and she was right.
Absolutely, and she knows she's got speed and power, and when they try to just jersey tackle her, she's going to try to fight for those extra yardage, and she's very effective at it.
Oh, and you go from what would have been a 2nd 9 or 8, now it's 2nd down and 4. Makes it a lot more manageable, and Lisa Horton, who you see there, co-head coach and offensive coordinator, has a lot more to play with now.
Right.
Play action. Stepping up into the pocket is Chavez. Now she'll roll to her left. Throw on the run. Zing it, too tall for everybody. Incomplete. Her elusiveness in the backfield, and talked about this throughout the regular season. She is not afraid of throwing on the run, which is a very difficult thing to do at the quarterback position.
Absolutely. You know, she's that triple threat back there the way Lisa Horton used to be, and that's what makes her so hard to game plan against.
And Lisa, you ask her about Marcelina, she will not stop talking about her. She really sees what can be and what has been.
Yep. And no better person to hone that talent
No.
than Horton.
No. Lisa feeling right at home here at Slippery Rock. More on that in a minute as Chavez delivers one to Malarski inside the 30-yard line. It's going to be a first down. Wow, they're going to give Malarski the forward progress to give her a first down. Generous spot there to move the sticks for Pittsburgh.
We talked about Ellie being number 3 on the team for rushing yards, and she's number 2 in those receiving yards, coming in today with 89 yards and 1 touchdown. I know she's hoping to get to that end zone for the 2nd time this year.
No doubt. First down and 10, Pittsburgh from the 28-yard line. Chavez. Play action. Bubble screen to Meister. Little stiff arm. And then ends up being pulled out of bounds. Meister gets 3.
Getting a little chippy down there. Almost looked like a late hit by number 15, Pasquale.
Quick to the line here, Pittsburgh. On a 2nd down and 8. It's Chavez. Chavez keeps her balance, and she's down to the 5-yard line. Marcelina Chavez. Didn't look like there was much, but she found what was there.
Well, she faked a lot of those defenders right out of their cleats. They thought the play had been handed off, and she concealed that ball well and then just tiptoed down the sideline, like you said, making the most of what she was given.
20 yards. If you're keeping track at home. First down and goal, Pittsburgh. Marcelina Chavez in this Pittsburgh offense trying to make it a 2-touchdown game. Here are the waning moments of our first quarter. Fake to Pace. Chavez keeps, and she spins down to the 5. And that will take us to the end of this opening quarter. A battle of women's football greats, Pittsburgh and Boston. Pittsburgh wins round 1, 7-0. Come back for round 2 on Sportsnet Pittsburgh and NESN.
Most individuals, when they have an injury, they want to get back immediately, whether that is getting back to work or getting back to sport or getting to their next yoga workout. We really want to give them pain-free function and mobility as best we can for the extent of their lives, so they can be active, so they can enjoy being with their loved ones.
Time for dinner.
Pittsburgh Passion Football is brought to you in part by A Nation. Maximum absorption for super hydration. A Nation bringing you today's third quarter. Second quarter. Wow, I'm jumping ahead, Jen. I'm getting excited. Pittsburgh Passion
Either
trying to
that or
jump ahead here.
prophesying.
Pittsburgh lead over Boston. I'm like, okay, let's add another here.
That's right.
Passion, speaking of jumping ahead, would love to jump ahead by 2 touchdowns to get us going here in the second quarter. Chavez getting to Meister, but she can't hang on to it. Incomplete. We'll bring up third down and goal. Wouldn't have been a whole lot of room for Meister had she reeled that one in anyway. Motion from left to right. Chavez rolls that way, throws off the fingertips of a Boston defender and incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
It looks like it may have been number 32. Galliunas.
It was actually 24. Brianna Gallo who got her hand on it. Looks like Pittsburgh's going to go for it here, Jen. Fourth down and goal for Pittsburgh. Chavez gets the snap. Rolls here to the right side. She'll throw into the end zone. Meister! She made... No! They say incomplete. Oh, so close for Jenna Meister. And Pittsburgh trying to convert, but the Renegades hold.
Looks like it was number 45, Darcy Leslie.
I mean, Leslie, at the last minute, Jen, it was almost her rolling over into Meister that broke up what would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, you know, and the Passion know they have to play aggressive. They have to take risks. Their aggressiveness there almost paid off.
we're going to go down to Susie Cool.
16 plays on that drive. They went 65 yards.
I think we're having technical difficulties with Susie. Handed off the right side. Mata, the ball carrier for Boston. Jen, that last drive for Pittsburgh, albeit it didn't end in points, but goes 16 plays. I mean, with the 7-point lead, keeping Boston's offense, which we know just last week put 90 points on the board, that's a part of this, is keeping their offense off the field.
Yeah, and when they got down quick to the St. Louis Slam, they were able to respond right back, and that just hasn't happened in this game thus far.
You know, the last time Boston did not score in the first quarter was last year against the Pittsburgh Passion. And before that, the last time Boston didn't score in the first quarter was the 2021 National Championship game. So it's National Championship against the Pittsburgh Passion.
I mean, Passion have always played tough, gritty defense against this arch divisional rival.
And just like that, Boston faced with a third down in the shadow of their own goalposts. And they're going to take a timeout because I think Boston realizes how critical of a first down this is. This isn't looking at the big picture in terms of what this drive does. It's more about, can you get these handful of yards, these 5 yards, and get a fresh set of downs. I want to thank our 2024 Pittsburgh Passion sponsors. Thanks to all of you who make Pittsburgh Passion football happen year in and year out. Thank you to all of our sponsors. I mentioned co-head coach and offensive coordinator Lisa Horton feeling pretty comfortable here at Slippery Rock. She's an assistant coach here for the Rock. And she's been a part of Slippery Rock football since 2018. Of course, the story on Lisa, well documented, over 1,800 yards, 256 touchdown passes, Jen.
One of the greatest ever to play the game.
Pressure, and down she goes. On third down, Ashley DeChico sends McFadden to the ground. And it's 4th down and long for Boston.
Ashley DeChico fired up, just showing you what can be done once she is let loose. Nearly gets a safety there.
She's having fun playing close to the line of scrimmage today.
Absolutely.
Well, things get even more interesting for Boston now. Because if they were in the shadow before, punting from the ball bounced, and they just get the punt away. It's not a good one, and it will roll out of bounds. Pittsburgh's going to get great field position and a great series by the Pittsburgh Passion defense. It's a 23-yard punt. Let's take a look at the Passion, how they got to towards the end of the regular season here. 2 games left, counting this one. A win over Alabama, avenging their playoff loss from last year, 36-7. Take down the rivals, the DC Divas. Always fun to do that. Then wins over New York, and 2 weeks ago, a win at Tampa, 38-20. Of course, a lot of
friends on that Tampa organization, but still want to win.
Yeah, it's more fun that way, right?
Yes.
Still your friends, but still fun when you win.
I'm sure there are lots of fun side bets.
Also, shout out to Tampa, got their first win of the season last week. So always like to see when Tampa takes care of business when it isn't against the black and gold.
That's right.
Jen Moody down there in Tampa, building a great program as well. Pace took that last one inside the 20, so red zone time for Pittsburgh. And here's Chavez to the 15 and pulled down there. Be a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. As Pascal makes the tackle for Boston. She's been all over the field for the Renegades, who, on their side of the coin, they're still trying to keep this a one-score game, and this is a big series for their defense as much as it is for the Passion offense.
They seem to be struggling with identifying when Chavez has retained the ball and is out there as a running back. They are slow to react, and she's just too quick to give her that kind of time.
Chavez from the pistol keeps again with Pace lead blocking, and Pace got the lick there, thinking that she was the ball carrier, to your point, Jen. And meanwhile, Chavez was coming from behind here. Second down for Pittsburgh inside the 10 at the 9. Donasha Harris just checked in offensively. Not normally in the offensive lineup, but she lines up to the right of Chavez, and Boston takes a timeout and says, wait a second. That was their second timeout of the half. This is the WFA Game of the Week, but there are other great matchups in the WFA Pro Week 7 matchups. Alabama Fire searching for their first win of the season against those aforementioned Tampa Bay Inferno. Meanwhile, the New York Wolves will try to take down the DC Divas. The Divas gave the Slam everything they could handle last week. Divas have turned it on as of late. They're 2-2, trying to get into the postseason. Could be a potential matchup in the playoffs. Could DC make a trip here to Pittsburgh?
Could be a rematch from the start of the season.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, this matchup here tonight, a lot of people thought could be a battle of undefeateds, but Boston having to go to St. Louis, tough place to go and play, as it is tough to come here to Pittsburgh or go to Boston. This league's so difficult to get wins on the road. Bubble screen to Meister. She makes the catch and she gets 2 yards. But that's where she'll be pulled down.
Darcy Leslie, the one to bring her down.
Yeah, bring up 3rd down and 4. Just under 10 minutes to play on our Aid Nation second quarter. Chavez with a sidecar and Pace. They fake it, and Chavez running for her life with a misassignment. She sidestepped one, and then flags come flying in. We'll check the penalty.
Timeouts are on the graphic. I think it's on Pittsburgh.
Walk of the back on Pittsburgh.
Make
it 3rd and 14 now because of the penalty. It was a one-play, 63-yard run. The difference so far, Devin Pace getting into the end zone on the first official play. This is a play action slant route and ran the wrong direction, incomplete, or maybe trying to get Meister, who was trailing the play. Either way, it's incomplete and it's fourth down. And see what Pittsburgh decides to do here on fourth down. Could get a fresh set of downs at about the 3. Looks like Cody Johnson's going to come out. 34 yards.
Her longest thus far is 32, I believe.
Snap, hold, kick on the way, has the distance, and it's good.
It's good.
Cody Johnson, 34 yards away, her longest of the season, and the biggest game of the season to give Pittsburgh a 10-0 lead.
And that's why she's our player to watch. She's a difference maker on the field for the Pittsburgh Passion.
And there will be more to watch when we come back. Our presentation of Pittsburgh Passion Football. Passion lead at 10-0 over Boston on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
Let's change. Let's change the odds for the toughest infertility cases. Let's change survival rates for triple-negative breast cancer. Let's change outcomes for moms struggling with opioid addiction. Let's change the gender bias in medical research. Let's change the way the world treats women at McGeeWomens.org.
Hi, I'm F. Doc Harris, and I'm here to talk to you about women's professional football. I've played a lot of video games, and I've watched a lot of football on TV, so that makes me an expert. I can tell you right now, I know what real football looks like. Oh,
hey, Doc. Thank you.
Good luck this season.
Pittsburgh got excited and kicked the ball off a little early, but here's the second look at it. So Connor Harrell, the player to watch for Boston, we talked about. Want to keep her contained on the special team side of things. But Pittsburgh goes 7 plays and ends up going 8 yards and capping it off with a 34-yard field goal. Most important thing, Jen, is with that good a field position, you come away with something, and they did.
Absolutely, and to hold them to a goose egg was going to be the win for the Renegade defense. But again, it just put another nail in the coffin.
Carry there goes to Falkowski. And you know, I go back to the hustle play by Harris, the strip from behind, ended up not being a fumble, but it saved a touchdown that ended up coming off the board. There was no score there, and
it's a no-quit attitude of the defense.
Yes. Bubble screen, and it's loose. Thought maybe it ricocheted into the hands of Kim Zubovic, but goes incomplete. It's third down. That one hit the turf before. Back to pass. McFadden rolling to her right, throwing the screen pass. She shoveled it off the Mata, and there's nothing available. Pittsburgh defense shuts down Boston one more time. Mata has nowhere to go, and it's fourth down and 7. Pacheco was one of the helmets in there on that tackle on that one as well. Back-to-back third down stops for 37. Punt unit is on. And Borden gets it away. Fair catch is called for at the 41. As Gatto hangs on to it. Take a look at how the WFA standings look to this point after that 29-yard punt. See Boston still in the one spot due to the strength of schedule with the matchup against St. Louis, but Pittsburgh undoubtedly with the win tonight would leapfrog Boston into the number one spot. Mentioned DC looming there at 3, and then Tampa Bay trying to get into the postseason dance. That Alabama-Tampa Bay game, critical for postseason positioning.
Absolutely, and you know they want to keep their fight alive for a playoff run. Tampa has made it the last few years. They don't want to be on the sideline watching this year.
Timeout taken. Pittsburgh leading at 10-0. Beautiful day in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, on the campus of Slippery Rock University. 75 degrees. Nice little breeze at 9 miles an hour. That was a Passion timeout there first. With Jen Cairns, I'm Matt Forgo. Happy to have you along in tonight's broadcast. Susie Cool, the third member of our crew, our JRM production crew. Jake Ryan and the guys bringing you this broadcast. All Pittsburgh Passion football here in 2024. Happy to have you. And happy to have our friends from Nesson watching in Boston as well. As Peace gets the carry off the left side and slides out of bounds. Maybe a yard, maybe not. No gain officially.
It's one of the few times Peace has been denied so far tonight.
Second down, 10. Rolling Chavez, throwing near side. It's Meister making the catch. Defensive back trying to jump the route, and Meister was the one who comes up with it for a passing first down.
Tremendous concentration by Meister to reel that ball in, and then to take advantage of the bad positioning that the defensive back had on her from trying to jump that ball and getting extra yards after the catch.
12 yards on the pass and catch. Fullback dive. First carry. For Phoenicia Payne.
And off goes to number 35, Phoenicia Payne.
And a timeout has been taken as well. So with 6:22 to go in the first, we'll step aside. Pittsburgh 10, Boston nothing here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Doesn't matter where, the Pittsburgh Passion fans will travel to see their black and gold play, and they've done it tonight here at Slippery Rock.
It is the difference maker, right? You mentioned how hard it is to win on the road, and the fans are one reason why.
Great crowd on attendance tonight. Great night. You know, when you turn the calendar to June, Jen, and always a tough toss-up how balmy it is.
Yes. You're blessed today. Very blessed.
And back out of the timeout. Carry by Devin Pace to the 39.
There's a Renegade player down.
Be third down and 2 coming up out of this as we check the injured player.
Looks like number 45, Darcy Leslie, who's been one of the names we've called quite a bit.
Well, we mentioned we're here at Slippery Rock, and it's home sweet home for so many Pittsburgh Passion players and coaches. Among the players on the roster here at that have went to Slippery Rock on the Passion roster, Kara Jackson, Santana Ramsey, Ellie Malarski, Nicole Hartman, and, of course, Teresa Kahn. Talked about Coach Lisa Horton, member of the Slippery Rock football coaching staff. I was talking with her. She has big dreams of continuing to coach, and even though her playing days are over, her football days are far from it.
I'm seeing more and more doors open for women in the NFL, and this is just one step closer to that for her.
Talked about it last broadcast of one of our own, and Angela Baker with the New York Giants. Third down, pressured. Chavez escapes. Chavez throws. She was hit as she threw, and honestly, it might have been a favor. Not many Passion players in that vicinity. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down. Well, speaking of coaches, I'll put you in a situation here, Jen. What are you drawing up here? It seems like Passion are going to go for it on 4th and 2.
I mean, Chavez has been getting it done under her own power this entire time. I imagine misdirection with her taking it forward. Oh, nope. Fullback dive.
And I think on the second effort,
they got it.
Anika Payne picks up the Passion first down. A dose of 35 to get him a first.
They are a train that just keeps coming at this Renegade defense.
First down 10 for Pittsburgh. Trips go to the far side left. And that's the way that Chavez rolls. With some pressure, she'll go the other way and now take off with it and pulling her down. Nice open field tackle there. Tatiana Smith on the tackle. Officially no gain, second down and 10 now coming up here for Pittsburgh.
Di Smith has 21 combined tackles on the year so far, 10 of which are solo. She just demonstrated her ability right there in open
because
field.
If she didn't, Chavez was going to have some room there, make something happen. Right side run for Pace. Tried to shrug off the first tackler. Couldn't do so. Selena Pascal on the tackle for Boston.
3-yard gain, 37.
Third down upcoming. Passion would love to add to their 10-0 lead here. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half.
Passion faithful willing them to that first down.
Play action. Chavez stops, throws. Meister on the money, first down, Pittsburgh. Jana Meister said, I think I got pulled down by my face mask. The officials did not see it. Maybe we will on the replay. But either way, it's a 15-yard pass and catch and a first down. Oh.
I think she's right.
Camera doesn't lie.
No, it does not. Unfortunately, no red flags available to us in this league yet.
Right.
One day, one day.
Off. You're going to try to bounce this off. It's Pace. Devin Pace around the corner. Devin Pace into the end zone. Second time tonight.
Go, girl, go.
Devin Pace into the end zone.
Around a sea of white jerseys who just could not keep up with her speed and power.
24 yards on the run. Extra point from Johnson to make it 17. Extra point's good. Johnson puts it through the poles. 2:44 in the first half. Devin Pace sends twice is just as nice. Pittsburgh's up 17-0 on Boston on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
Here at Loway, we have a pretty vast array of customizable promotional products, from pens, signs, mugs, water bottles, really anything you can think of. Some of the main services we provide here are screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products. What really sets us apart from our competitors is our on-staff design crew and our customer service. We can really help take your branding and marketing to a new level. The main thing you can expect from us here at Loway is quick turnaround times and a really high-quality product.
Kickoff for the back to the Renegades from the 17-yard line, and pulled down O'Connor Harrell on the return, and she gets pulled down where it will be first down for Boston as they try to get their offense together. Pittsburgh has just brought it tonight, Jen. There's no doubt. 17-0. And they want to make sure they maintain that zero up there for the next 2:38.
Well, they are definitely sending a message to Boston. A healthy Pittsburgh is not to be messed with.
They run. Mata gets the carry and it's pulled down shy of the 40-yard line at the 39.
Boston going no huddle.
Yeah, they have no timeouts left. Doesn't help their cause. We tick down towards 2 minutes. Mata motions out of the backfield. McFadden rolls. And now going to run into Caitlin Niedermeyer. Not suggested, by the way.
And she just looks uncomfortable running. You could tell she did that. That was her last resort. But as she started to get into traffic of black jerseys, you know, she's not battling for those yards the way Chavez is. It's a different style altogether.
3rd down, 3. Pittsburgh saying, hey, we can get the ball back here. McFadden gives it off to Mata, and Pittsburgh's all over it. Blowing it up in the backfield. It's a loss of yards. And guess who? DeChico is there with Polnick to bring her down. 4th down.
This dynamic duo making it a very long day for the Renegades offense.
Worth Mata had nowhere to go. 4th down. Clock now at about a minute. Pittsburgh has 2 timeouts in their pocket if they get a stop here. Sets up a screen pass. It's completed. Pascal picks up the 1st down. The drive continues, but Boston doesn't have any timeouts left, so the clock will wind now once the chains are set.
And look like those Passion defenders were in great position to jump that route, just missing, giving that extra running room to Pasquale.
Now there's Selena Pasquale. That was Stephanie Pasquale who made the reception, and now here's McFadden. Gonna let it fly, and the route was nearly jumped. Oh man, Pittsburgh almost got one there. Incomplete. Grace Dadsta was lurking.
It's what this Passion secondary does best. They have such incredible closing speed that you think you have space, and last minute they are in your face making you pay.
It really has been the staple of the franchise. I mean, even going back to when you were playing, Jen, like, that's just been the way Pittsburgh's played. Is that sometimes it's a good thing when you get an interception, and then sometimes you jump her out and it doesn't go as planned.
Correct. But you always got to be hungry for that ball. You're not settling for the tackle.
5-yard penalty. 2nd and 10 turns into 2nd and 15.
Remember Sharon Vasquez doing a lot of jumping routes, intercepting
Absolutely.
balls.
Incredible athletes. Even better human being.
Yeah. 2nd down, 15. McFadden from the gun. Gonna just lob it over to Mata. Mata broke a tackle. Can't break the second wave as she gets tripped up at the 50.
Speaking of Vaz, her daughter is now getting it done on the flag football world for Woody Hills. So, you know, the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Back to pass. Looking, and it is intercepted! And Harris comes away with another! And here she goes! She leveled the quarterback, sent McFadden to the ground, and that's the statement to end the first half. Pittsburgh.
And it's so hard to control that energy to just step out of bounds, give your offense at least one play, but as time runs out on the clock, they go into the locker room with so much momentum.
44-yard interception return. Harris comes away with her 5th INT of the season. Watch this go. A punishing blow from Harris to Megan McFadden. Passion have the 17-0 lead at halftime. And we're going to go down with Susie Cool, who has Teresa Kahn.
Thanks so much, Matt. Coach T, I mean, your team right now looks relentless out there on the field. An interception right before the half ends. What message is your team really sending to Boston right now?
You know what? They're doing this for each other. I got to tell you, we've got amazing fans here. We've got heart. I love this team, the chemistry. They would do anything for each other and for the people that support them.
17-0 going into the second half. How does your defense continue to hold off Boston?
They're hungry. They won't, they're not going to let up or take anything for granted because we know everything matters. It's 2 great teams here, and it's a battle, and, we're going to fight it out like crazy.
Thanks so much, Coach T. Matt?
Thanks, Susie. Thanks, team. Pittsburgh, almost as good as you could draw up a first half. 17-0 over Boston. When we come back, our halftime show, first half highlights. Jen breaks it all down and gets you ready for the second half between your Pittsburgh Passion and the Boston Renegades. It's halftime here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. We'll be back.
Maya, can you come in here, please?
Yeah, Dad, what's up?
Is that your brother on the TV?
Yeah, that's my brother. It looks like it's tonight's game.
But how can that be your brother? I have never missed a single game.
We couldn't go tonight. Remember, you broke your foot.
Right. Well, I don't know who's putting on this production, but without them, I'd be missing this.
Trout Plumbing is a registered and insured master plumber that services the South Hills. They offer a variety of services, including camera inspections and dye testing. Trout Plumbing also offers a veteran and senior citizen discount. When in doubt, call the Trout at 412-983-8106.
Most individuals, when they have an injury, they want to get back immediately, whether that is getting back to work or getting back to sport or getting to their next yoga workout. We really want to give them pain-free function and mobility as best we can for the extent of their lives, so they can be active, so they can enjoy being with their loved ones.
Time for dinner.
And we welcome you back here to Slippery Rock University, 17-0 Pittsburgh on top of Boston. And it's time now for our Voodoo Brewing Company Captain's Corner. Voodoo Brewing Company, tap rooms strive to be safe, inviting, and inclusive for all customers. Let's go to Susie Cole.
Thanks so much, Matt. My favorite part about the Pittsburgh Passion Games is getting to know the girls that are on the field, because not only do they play football, but they also have a normal life like we do. And we got Caitlin, Fanika, Caitlin, and Ellie here. Caitlin, I'm going to start with you. What does a normal week look like for you as you're preparing for a game day on a Saturday?
Yeah, every week is pretty busy. We practice twice a week. I work full-time during the days, football during the nights, and I'm also studying a leadership program. So I stay pretty busy, but I love football. I love this team. It's way more than football. So every week is very exciting, and they go by really quick. But it's a lot of fun. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Caitlin kind of hit the nail on the head right there, Fanika. She said she loves football. So what is your favorite part about being part of the Passion?
Wow, just really the camaraderie, the relationship building. You know, it's such a tight-knit group. We love each other, and we love the sport of football. So coming together and being able to do that with people that you love is important.
Mm-hmm. Camaraderie. So I'm going to take a guess. Caitlin, you told me that you have been with this team since 2010. What keeps you coming back every single year? Is it the camaraderie? Is it the people?
Yeah, I mean, between that and the love of the game, like, yeah, I love the game, but it's really the people that I've established relationships with, and even people I don't play with anymore. I've made lifelong friends with people I would have never met otherwise. So, just blessed to have this opportunity to be here, and I keep coming back from work because I just love every second of it. So.
Ellie, the camaraderie, the people are great, but whenever it comes to the football, what is your favorite part of that aspect of the game here?
Oh man, it's nothing else. You know, growing up playing sports, I know a lot of us have sports background, but it's just completely different. The energy, the intensity, the just professional athleticism that all these girls bring onto this field is truly nothing else. And what's better than hitting someone and getting excited about it, and there's no repercussion. It's awesome.
Well, all I'm saying is I'm glad I'm not out there with you girls. Fanika, Caitlin, and Ellie, thank you so much for your time, and good luck out there today. Matt?
Thanks so much, Susie, and our Pittsburgh Passion team would like to thank our premier partners, 8 Nation and Pam Health. Thanks so much, 8 Nation and Pam Health, for your support of Pittsburgh Passion football. Back with Jen Cairns, Matt Fargo with you as we take a look, Jen, at some first half highlights. It all got started really quickly with Devin Pace saying peace out.
Second play of the game, yes. Smack them in the mouth. Let them know, welcome back to Pittsburgh. Devin Pace showing you what she's been doing all year long, running powerfully, swiftly.
Pittsburgh Passion defense shows up in big ways. There's a reason why there is not a crooked number on the scoreboard right now. It's a 0. Boston's best chance was this run, and Volkowski comes up short. A really great hustle play by Harris, and then Pittsburgh shuts the door on the special team side of things with this blocked field goal.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically playing the complete game, all three facets, running full speed, and Boston has struggled to keep up.
Speaking of running full speed, Devin Pace doing it here as she gets the corner for her second touchdown of the game and to extend the Passion lead to 17-0. And then Boston trying to add points. They come up with an interception as Tanasha Harris comes up with her 4th interception of the season and a finishing truck of the quarterback on her way to really put an exclamation point on an incredible first half. Pittsburgh leading at 17-0.
Yeah, I'm sure a few ibuprofen are being popped in the locker room after that hit Harris laid on McFadden. Boston has appeared uneasy and uncomfortable trying to deal with the Pittsburgh Passion misdirection. And then on the opposite side of the ball, the Passion defense is not bitten on any of the play-action attempts Boston has thrown their way. They look awfully comfortable. They look like they've done their homework, know what to expect, and they are shutting them down.
We're going to take another look at that first touchdown, Jen. How does this work as far as why it worked?
I mean, you got too many weapons for them to keep track of on the field, and they're worrying about Chavez running the trick play that she tried to Meister on the play 1 that resulted in a penalty. Then, she's just so good at concealing the ball, whether she's held it back in for herself for the draw or pitched it out to Peace. And by the time they figure out where the ball is, we're off to the races. And so that's just the arsenal that this Passion team in 2024 is bringing to the forefront.
Take another look at the second touchdown from Devin Pace. And again, this is just pure speed to get to the corner that way.
Yeah, I mean, they're diving, they're reaching, they're grabbing. Nobody is getting a clean shot on Devin Pace, and that just is a testament to her athleticism.
I also want to ask you, for coming off that interview, it just seems like it doesn't matter what year of Pittsburgh Passion football it is, but those answers sound awfully familiar from back when you played, and it just seems year in and year out. Doesn't matter who you ask, they have a very similar answer.
It's very true. I mean, you could replay back tape from, 2002 when we first started. It's just a culture that we were very intentional of creating and making sure that as veterans, we're getting to the tail end and looking to step off the field, that we indoctrinated the rookies to say, look, this is the torch you've got to carry forward. And this is about life lessons through sport. And this is about the fact that you play as a sisterhood. This is a family. And this is why those of us who have stepped off the field decades ago are still here supporting and trying to watch this franchise continue to be a league leader.
Well, this third quarter, it will be brought to you by UPMC Sports Medicine. UPMC Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Pittsburgh Passion. Yeah, talking about what you were mentioning, Jen, people in Pittsburgh know the Steeler way, and the Passion have created the Passion way, and the expectation that whole standard is the standard applies to the Pittsburgh Passion as well. And it is impressive to watch what we're watching here tonight. Love to see another 30 minutes as polished. And I know, you see, there's Dana and Doc Harris talking with Teresa Kahn. And
he's the big guy smiling in heaven right now. He's having, you think I'm excited. He is throwing his own little party up there for the Passion ladies right now. And he would want, we would want nothing more than to have his presence on the sideline with us. But Dana and Doc, we are very thankful for their continued support.
No question about it. Of course, Dana and Doc, big supporters of the Pittsburgh Passion, as was Franco Harris. And Franco's legacy will be forever known in the WFA, because that's what we're playing for now, Jen. It's the Franco Harris WFA National Championship Trophy.
Yes.
So, I think for Pittsburgh to get to the championship, And this is a long step in doing so, winning here tonight, getting that #1 seed, knowing that the playoffs have to come through Pittsburgh. They want the Franco Harris Trophy. There's just no doubt.
Absolutely. I mean, and everybody wanted to do it last year, but, you're playing with a lot of emotion. And then, and on top of that, the sea of hurt and injury that plagued this team last year, that it was almost insurmountable. But this year, carrying that spirit forward, that energy forward, and looking at how to maintain health throughout really sets them up nicely to be, bring the Franco Trophy back home where it belongs, to Pittsburgh.
It would be a pretty special moment for sure. Well, we hope there's more moments tonight as we get you ready for the second half between the Pittsburgh Passion and the Boston Renegades. When we come back to third quarter, we get a kickoff for you here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
If you accept credit payments with anyone other than eServices Payment Technology, you are paying too much. At eServices Technology, we redefine convenience and security with our cutting-edge merchant payment processing. Whether you're a small business or large corporation, switch to a more accurate and efficient payment processing tool. Trust eServices for secure transactions that redefine the future of payments and can beat your current rates. Visit us at eservicestech.com, conveniently located near Baldwin High School.
Supportive.
Grateful.
Inspiring.
Connected. Integrated.
Community. Communication.
Great.
Fun.
Meaningful.
Inclusive. Dedication.
Professional.
Care.
Opportunities. Excellent. Passionate. Family. Family.
Awesome.
Let's change. Let's change the odds for the toughest infertility cases. Let's change survival rates for triple-negative breast cancer. Let's change outcomes for moms struggling with opioid addiction. Let's change the gender bias in medical research. Let's change the way the world treats women at McGeeWomens.org.
Hi, I'm F. Doc Harris, and I'm here to talk to you about women's professional football. I've played a lot of video games, and I've watched a lot of football on TV, so that makes me an expert. I can tell you right now, I know what real football looks like.
Oh, hey, Doc. Thank you.
Good luck this season.
We're back at Slippery Rock, gearing you up for the third quarter that is presented by UPMC Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Pittsburgh Passion. Third quarter, Pittsburgh leads at 17-0. Boston won the toss, deferred to the second half. They're happy they did so now, as they will receive second half's opening kickoff. Squib kick. Bouncing around, still bouncing there, picked up at the 28-yard line and across the 35 before being tripped up around the 40 by Harris.
Harris doing it all today, including that shoestring tackle.
Selena Pasquale on the return. Boston tries to solve this Pittsburgh Passion defense that shuts them out of the first half. Talked to you about they had done that last year in the first quarter, but it's been a long time since Boston hasn't scored any points in a first half.
Yeah. I think they're shocked, and so is the rest of the league.
Back to pass. McFadden throwing this out pattern that is incomplete. Overcooked it for Smith. Bring up second down at 10.
On the coverage, Rebecca Airgood. Second down.
Motion out of the slot. Little misdirection. They end up handing it off. And from behind, not much available for Fikowski. Tiana Cash on the tackle. Was able to come from behind and make the tackle, third down.
She just jumped on her back and was like, nope. You see it here.
Grab of a jersey a little bit. Hey, get back here. Third down for Boston now at their own 45-yard line. And they give it off to Mata, and there's nothing available. Pushed back. To Chico again on a big third down stop among them.
Brought down by Cash into Chico.
Jabovic was in there as well, and it's fourth down. Pittsburgh trying to start this second half right where they left off in the first. And a turnover on downs here. Boston will go for it. Trailing by 3 scores. Handoff, Mata on the delayed handoff, and they pick up the first down and nearly more as Mata squeaked away and gets into Passion territory at the 38-yard line.
They looked like they had her in the first two steps through that hole, and then she just burst onto that second level of speed.
15 yards and a big-time tackle by Jasmine Jones to prevent points there for Boston. First and 10 for the Renegades. They throw it out into the flat, completed. Stephanie Pascal makes the catch. Pascal didn't get a whole lot there.
And they knocked the ball loose too, but they'll blow the play dead as they do so.
They give them what? They give them one. Or give them one. Second and 10.
They got the ball with the wrong place.
Oh, yeah, they have the ball a yard ahead of where the sticks are. There it is, second and 9. Mata. Oh, great job there to Chico.
To Chico again.
From the ground, just grabbed a leg and hung on.
Tripped up by Chico.
Gotta love this.
Yeah, she is feisty and unrelenting. Like you just
She's
see
been
her nose.
everywhere.
Her nose is in every play.
Third down once again for the Renegades. Back to pass. McFadden throws down the far sideline and just overshot her intended receiver, Mata, on the wheel route.
Mata got fingertips on it. You're going to have to say you got to take your chances there, reeling that in. She just was unable to do so.
Fourth down. Another opportunity for Pittsburgh to close the door on another Boston drive, courtesy of...
And we got to mention, it was DeChico on the coverage.
It was. Fourth down. McFadden back to pass. Looking for Mata. Throwing that way. She makes the catch. No, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Pittsburgh Passion. Do it again.
Pittsburgh takes over from the 36.
Pittsburgh's only allowed 62 points all season long. Keeping in mind, Boston scored that last week. Plus 90. They scored 90 points last week. Pittsburgh's only allowed 62 all season. That averages out to 15.5 per game.
Yeah, and, Boston's only allowed 12 points per game, and they've already given up 17 to the Pittsburgh Passion.
First down at 10, the ball came loose. And a heads-up play to just secure it by Pace. And they're going to end up losing 4.
I mean, both of these offenses know how to score. You mentioned that Boston's average about 55 points per game. The Passion right behind them with nearly 45 points per game. But the only ones able to get on the board thus far today is that Passion offense.
And for the team that leads the league in first downs, which is Boston, had 87 coming into tonight. They've been tough to come by. Pittsburgh back to the ground game. And Malarski picks up some of that lost yardage from the fumble. Plus a yard. Third down at 9 coming up for Pittsburgh.
And there was a Renegade player slow to get up, limping off the field. It looked like it might have been number 88 Barden or 84 Myatt. It's hard to see jersey.
Third down. Wind kicks up here at Slippery Rock. Some pretty good gusts throughout the evening. Chavez rolls, fires on the money to Johnson, and Johnson is taken out of bounds at the 39-yard line, where it will be fourth down for Pittsburgh. Fourth down and 5.
4th and 5 from the 41.
Pittsburgh gonna go for it. Big play here. Could give Boston the ball back in Pittsburgh territory. Could the drive stay alive? Chavez rolls around to her left. Double clutches and gonna reverse field, and she has open. Pastor in front of her. Chavez gets the first down. She'll cut it back inside of the numbers and break a tackle at the 45-yard line. Marcelina Chavez, first down Pittsburgh.
I mean, we've said it all day. It's just the difference in the weapon that the Passion have under center as compared to what Boston is dealing with Megan McFadden. Chavez, shows you her ability to change direction. She's got great field vision, and then she's just got toughness and grit that is unmatched out there.
Watch this tracker here of the route that she ended up taking to make this. This is a 25-yard run in the book, but she ran about
50.
70.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm being kind with 50, but yes.
Pace gets a couple. Second down.
Second down.
Coming up on the 8-minute mark here in the third. Chavez quickly out of her hands. Got a receiver down the near sideline, and she will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marcelina Chavez hooks up with Bethany Meyer for the Pittsburgh Passion touchdown. 33 yards.
I mean, Chavez orchestrated a tremendous drive, primarily on her shoulders, but to deliver a wonderful pass to Meyer, who then showed her speed and ability to just leave defenders in the dust.
Extra point from Johnson, no good. Wide left, 7:54 here in the third. And Chavez tossing to Meyer. Passion lead at 23-0 on Sportsnet Pittsburgh and Nesson.
Most individuals, when they have an injury, they want to get back immediately, whether that is getting back to work or getting back to sport or getting to their next yoga workout. We really want to give them pain-free function and mobility as best we can for the extent of their lives, so they can be active, so they can enjoy being with their loved ones.
Welcome you back. Pittsburgh adds to the lead on a 6-play, 64-yard drive, capped off by a Marcelina Chavez pass to Bethany Meyer for 33 yards, and a Passion lead at 23-0. From the 20-yard line, Mata on the return. Broke a tackle, spins away from another, and great return for Mata all the way to the midfield stripe.
That was the first flash of magic from the Renegades special teams that has been getting it done all season long. Great return by Mata.
32 yards on the return for Mata. This Boston team had a 42-game winning streak coming into 2 weeks ago when they lost to the St. Louis Slam. As they give this one to O'Connor Harrell and nothing doing, and guess who? DeChico on the scene one more time.
If they didn't know her name before, they know it now.
Jasmine
she has
Jones
introduced herself to almost every offensive player in a white jersey. Just saying.
She's that kind of girl.
Yes.
She just wants to make sure she exchanges pleasantries with everybody. McFadden on a bubble screen, completed to O'Connor Harrell, and Harrell was able to get it to the 40-yard line before being brought down. It's third down and 1. Active pass, tipped and incomplete. It will be fourth down. Interesting decision there on third down. You maybe just pick up the first down. Now things get a little more interesting. Is that one thrown behind O'Connor Harrell?
Which is a tongue twister. It's a mouthful to say.
Yeah. Kylie O'Connor Harrell. Mata gets the first down, and Mata breaks free. And Mata, for the first time tonight, will score for the Boston Renegades.
Number 22, goes 39 yards.
It's a 39-yard touchdown run from Ruth Mata. Extra point is good. Boston's on the board. Pittsburgh once more, 23-7. We're Passion lead the Renegades here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh in Nesson.
Maya, can you come in here, please?
Yeah, Dad, what's up?
Is that your brother on the TV?
Yeah, that's my brother. It looks like it's tonight's game.
But how can that be your brother? I have never missed a single game.
We couldn't go tonight. Remember, you broke your foot.
Right. Well, I don't know who's putting on this production, but without them, I'd be missing this.
Boston gets on the board. 4-play, 48-yard drive to make it 23-7. Renegades will squib kick this one, and it's going to get behind everybody. Bouncing around all the way back at the 10. Finally picked up there. And Pittsburgh will get it and then get dropped just over the 21-yard line for Dazda. Offense gets back out there, Jen, and they need to continue doing what they're doing. Passion haven't put the ball in the air much, but it worked pretty well there to seal another score on their last drive.
They're usually a far more balanced team, you know, and that's what makes them such the threat. You know, and there's nothing that would take the wind out of Boston's sails than to sustain a long drive here.
Hand it off, and Devin Pace doesn't have a whole lot of room there. Deanna Walsh makes the tackle. Second down, 10, no gain. A lot of motion here from the Pittsburgh offense. That's Johnson lining up top of your screen. Now they motion Malarski, who gets the end around here. Ellie Malarski.
They seal the corner nicely, and off she goes.
Nicely done to pick up a Pittsburgh Passion first down.
Great job sealing that edge. And Ellie doing what Ellie does and finding space.
Nice piece out in front blocking. First down at 10, Pittsburgh. Just gets it off. Play clock was down to 1. Chavez keeps. And Chavez will get 2. Palma Kaluma on the tackle for Boston.
Second down, 8.
Chavez will throw the bubble screen to the far side. It's completed, but not much doing there as Malarski makes the catch. Can't get much further. I think she might have lost a yard there. Yep. Third down coming up here. 3rd and 9. Well, you knew Boston wasn't going to go away quietly. Team that's has a bunch of veterans, won the championship a season ago. A little misdirection. They keep it to the far side boundary, and Devin Pace going to be About 2 yards shy of a first down.
2 yards short of the first. Going down by Emma Foxo. 4-2.
They certainly are an experienced football team. They don't have much experience, being smacked in the mouth like this, the way they have this evening. So it's interesting to see how they respond.
Yeah, even to your point, Jen, in the loss to St. Louis, they were able to respond. It was more of a back-and-forth ball game where a little bit less of a hole to dig themselves out of. And they go with the dive play, and Pittsburgh's not going to pick this up. As Payne comes up short, that's going to be a turnover on downs. Boston's going to get good field position out of this at the 40-yard line.
Fanica Payne looks to be down. Yes, 35, Fanica Payne.
Training staff out to tend to her. We'll step aside. Fanica Payne able to walk off the field here. Good to see.
Always a good thing.
But it's a turnover on downs. They give it off to O'Connor Harrell, and she breaks a few tackles. Harris is the one to finally bring her down after a gain of 8.
Upended by D. Harris. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
Boston looking for back-to-back scores. Pittsburgh shows blitz. Mata gets the call, and Mata runs right past it and gets pulled down. Rochelle Nestler makes the tackle for Pittsburgh, and it was a big tackle. Mata would have been in the end zone again.
And they're going no huddle again. Up, calling timeout.
Passion gonna burn one. Passion burn a timeout, 23-7. They have the advantage. Last time Boston lost 2 games, you have to go back to 2018, and they won the national championship that year.
And you know, if you talk to the Boston team, you hear them mentioning that season a number of times, right? To pull from, so let the rookies know, or those who went around in 2018, like, look, we've been in this situation before, and we've been able to rebound from 1 loss, 2 losses, and bring home a national championship to Boston. And so that's been their narrative since losing in St. Louis.
And Pittsburgh has that history as well.
Exactly.
Of being able to rebound. Of course, the back-to-back years, most recent. Play action. McFadden throws and nearly intercepted, incomplete. Dazda had a shot at it. Couldn't haul it in, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Number 89, Grace Johnson. 2nd down and 10.
Secondary is just so athletic, so disciplined.
And coming from somebody who played the positions, how difficult. I mean, I think that it's so easy for people that haven't, as the shovel goes to Mata, and Mata's going to break it and go into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston. Renegades have scored back-to-back touchdowns to make this interesting.
Yeah, now the momentum has shifted, and Passion needs to show that they're able to respond and just shut this down quickly in this next set of downs. Shirk these two off. Do what you did in the first half.
And you saw the reaction there on the replay from Mata. She said, keep it going, keep it going. Barden for the extra point. Puts it through. Just a minute 37 to go here on the third. And Boston has scored twice to make it 23-14. Pittsburgh. Passion look to respond when we come back on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
Here at Lil Way, we have a pretty vast array of customizable promotional products, from pens, signs, mugs, water bottles, really anything you can think of. Some of the main services we provide here are screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products. What really sets us apart from our competitors is our on-staff design crew and our customer service. We can really help take your branding and marketing to a new level. The main thing you can expect from us here at Lil Way is quick turnaround times and a really high-quality product.
Let's change. Let's change the odds for the toughest infertility cases. Let's change survival rates for triple-negative breast cancer. Let's change outcomes for moms struggling with opioid addiction. Let's change the gender bias in medical research. Let's change the way the world treats women at McGeeWomens.org.
Boston scores again. 4 plays, 41 yards. 20-yard touchdown run by Mata to cap it off. Squib kick. Pittsburgh's going to get a lot better field position out of this one. They made sure they secure it. Christina Gariua. And Pittsburgh will go back to work offensively, and they've seen their 23-point lead evaporate, Jen, and it's still in a situation where you could respond, put it in the end zone, and now you have that cushion right back.
Correct. I mean, you've got to respond here if you're the Passion offense to stop the momentum of the Boston Renegades right now.
And here's Devin Pace trying to do that. She has 2 touchdowns tonight. And Pace picks up 10 and a first down. Chavez trying to fight her way forward, and good pressure there by the Renegades. No gain.
They weren't fooled that time. They sniffed it out real quick that Chavez kept the ball for herself.
Danielle Forner in there on the tackle. "17 seconds left. It should be the last play of the quarter." Chavez with the play action, throwing to Meister, makes the diving catch at the 45-yard line. Ideally, you want to lead the receiver in there, but that's a great catch by Jana. And that's the way the third quarter comes to a close. Sun is setting. Pittsburgh's hoping it's going to set with a win over Boston. They lead at 23-14. Come back for round number 4 on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
Time for dinner.
Getting ready here for the 4th quarter. Let's go down to the 3rd member of our crew. It is Susie Cole. Susie.
Thanks so much, Matt. I'm down here with defensive tackle Valerie Mosley. Valerie, you've been out for a couple of weeks. However, I see you on this sideline still helping out your teammates, giving them water and whatnot. How do they make you feel included, even if you might not be out there on the field?
They're very appreciative of all the things. I mean, we are one team. You hear our motto when we come out chanting it, one team. Regardless if you're on the field right now, off the field, if you're a coach, if you're a retired player that's here helping, we're one team regardless.
Back-to-back touchdowns by Boston right now. So how do you, from the sidelines, help shift that energy back in the Passion's favor here?
Just remind them this is our game. You know, this is our game to win, to take home. It's our game. Just supporting each other, that's all we can do.
Thank you so much, Valerie. Matt?
That's going to be ruled a catch. Thanks, Susie. Jana Meister hauls in the catch. I did not think that that was going to be ruled completed, and the officials are talking about this 29-yard pass and catch, and they rule it a catch, Jen. This is a big break, I think.
Yeah, and you know, they were talking on the sideline is how do you shift the energy? How do you get your team to believe? And you know, reeling in a pass like that is one surefire, quick way to do so.
She got the foot down. We need to see another look at this after this play as rolling his piece. Let's take another look at this. Jana with this toe tapper. And keep in mind, you just need one in WFA football. It's like the college level.
Great delivery by Chavez, and then even more athletic
that
precision reception by Meister.
So
those two have been getting it done together for quite some time.
They have. They certainly have. Here's Chavez rolling to the right side, surveys, looks back of the end zone, jump ball incomplete.
You know, we talk about how she throws on the move. She also throws cross body. You know, she's just got so much talent. She makes hard things look easy.
We'll do it after this series. 3rd down for Pittsburgh. 6 to go. Ball sits at the 12.
This is field goal territory too, although we like to see the end zone more.
And they hand it off. Little stop and go move from Peace. Peace going to try to go inside and was able to fight her way to the 10-yard line. She'll be short of a 1st down. Clock winds under 14 minutes to play, and now decision time for...
I'd love to see Johnson come back out, you know?
Now we know which side you're on here.
Yes, that would be my call, but I'm on down there.
Coach Teresa Kahn and Lisa Horton look like they're going to keep the offense out there. 4th down, 4. Need at least 4 here. They got the defense to jump. They got Boston to say, we'll give it to you for free.
There you go. Well, you know, that doesn't happen often, but we will take it.
They're going to say it's a false start. Oh, no. Let's take a look.
Well, I guess if it was on the Renegades, we would have had the free play, right? So the fact that they blew the whistle.
Well, they didn't. That was kind of the thing that they let that play go. If it was a false start penalty, they should have. You're right, Jen. But they let that play go. So now, because it's 4th down and 9, they're going to bring Cody Johnson out to attempt the field goal. Missing one, and it's going to be a penalty, and that field goal was good anyway. They were running someone on. It's back up 5 more yards. Yeah, there's the last person running on.
Yeah, shooting themselves in the foot here, with Johnson getting it through the uprights.
This field goal try,
37-yard field goal for Johnson.
She made 34 earlier.
This would be her longest. Has the distance. And it doesn't matter. Would have been good from 45. From 37, Johnson drills it and extends the lead for Pittsburgh to 27-14. A huge 3 points for the Passion.
12:37 going fourth quarter. Pittsburgh 26.
I was going to say 26-14 because it was 23-14 before.
Math.
Score.
Look, I trusted the scoreboard. That was my first mistake.
But I had to think about it, so I was right there with you. I was like,
hey, this fourth quarter, I beg your pardon, is brought to you by McGee Women's Research Institute and Foundation. McGee Women's Research Institute and Foundation, a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Passion. Together, we are changing the way the world treats women on and off of the field. Johnson with the boot. Takes a bounce, goes over the head of O'Connor Harrell. And then she gets it, and she's off to the races here now to the far side, to the 40-45, and a big return from Kylie. Talked about what she's capable of at the top of the broadcast.
we kind of set it up as a battle of these two. And we are seeing it unfold before our eyes right now.
25-yard return, and does look like there's a penalty flag. It's an encroachment penalty. So that's going to add to the run. It'll be first and 10 for the Pittsburgh 49-yard line after the penalty. So Boston already starts in Pittsburgh territory. 12:49 to go. Boston feels like they still are in striking distance. Mata gets the call, and Mata with a burst of speed picks up a first down for Boston. 12 yards to the 37.
Very effective run there. Great blocking to create that gap and space for her.
Quickly to the line for the Renegades. Pitch left side. Mata one more time. She will pick up another Boston first down. And the no huddle continues.
You'll just see this wall that they create, double teaming off the left side.
Harris came in to make the tackle. First down once again after back-to-back first downs, and Mata will come up short of a first down this time as they try the left side one more time. Got 6. Second down and 4. Another carry for Mata. And another first down. And this has just been a steady dose of 22. And they are at the doorstep now at the 12 of Pittsburgh. Passion fans getting into it. Mata for a 6th consecutive carry inside the 10-yard line. Picks up 4 on the first down carry. I was going to say, Jen, she has to be gasping right now.
Well, and I would think that line would be. I mean,
that's a good point.
They're constantly having to move at a fast pace, take on, formidable opponents, and, she's blessed right now that they're opening up wide gaps, but they're shouldering the load for sure.
High snap handle, though, handed off. Volkowski is into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston. Catherine Volkowski gets into the end zone, and the Renegades strike once again. Shut out of the first half, and now 3 scores here in the second half.
And doing it in their untraditional way, like on the ground.
Extra points, that was off, but was great job by the holder to pull that thing back down to the ground, and the extra point is good.
Yeah, they're waving that off.
There is a flag. Both teams running off, so wondering if this is going to be assessed on the kick. Check with Mr. Barry. Penalty declined, so with 10:20 to play in the fourth quarter, Pittsburgh clings to a 5-point advantage. They'll get the ball when we come back on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
Supportive.
Grateful.
Inspiring.
Connected. Integrated.
Community. Communication.
Great.
Fun.
Meaningful. Inclusive. Dedication.
Professional.
Care. Opportunities. Excellent. Passionate. Family. Family.
Awesome.
Boston.
26-21, Boston with the comeback here to cut it within 1 score of the Pittsburgh Passion. Passion will get the ball back, but that was as effective as you could be. 6 plays, 49 yards, capped off by a 9-yard touchdown run by Volkowski. Nice job there to just tip the ball to keep it in front of you by Malarski. And Malarski shrugs off 2 defenders here. Malarski to the 35-yard line. What an effort from 22.
Absolutely. She fought from the word go, from the moment her first fingertip touched that ball, and made a whole lot of something out of what looked like nothing to give the Pittsburgh Passion wonderful field position. But to your points, that last drive by the Boston Renegades was very surgical, and they just made it look simple.
And quick.
Yes.
I mean, it was a quick one, which is what they needed to do down 2 scores, and now there's still 10 minutes to go. Pittsburgh needs to have a sustained drive here that ends in points. And whether that is 6 or 3, I don't think that point matters at this juncture. Extend the game and extend your lead. Here's Chavez keeping, and to your point, Jen, you mentioned this a couple times earlier in the half. Boston's done a much better job staying at home and not being fooled by Chavez in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, clearly they were told, some of the things that they were biting on in that first half, and they've adjusted and playing far more disciplined.
But in a situation like that, maybe it's time for them to run, give Pace something or some play action. Ended up at a touchdown earlier. There's an empty set. Chavez looks, throws on a slant pattern for a first down. And she delivers on the money to Bethany Meyer. 11 yards on the pass and catch.
Bethany Meyer coming into this game has had 76 yards and no touchdowns, so this would be a wonderful game to get your first touchdown of the season.
Passion undefeated, 4-0. Boston is 3-1. Pittsburgh with a first down and 10. Chavez is trying to fight her way forward, and she's going to end up losing a yard. This time, Ty Smith got the best of her. Passion mentioned 4-0, wins over Alabama, the DC Divas, New York Wolves, and Tampa Bay Inferno coming into tonight. Second down at 11. More play action rolling out here. Chavez zings it, and it's popped into the air and nearly intercepted. Incomplete. Brianna Gallo had a turnaround play for the Renegades, and it falls harmlessly to the turf here at Slippery Rock. It's almost as if her momentum was taking her away from the ball.
And, we've often seen her throw to Meister in a whole host of traffic like that. This time it almost cost her.
Chavez on a third down at 11. Play action. Back to pass. Looking, throwing, and caught. Lowering the shoulder is Malarski, and Malarski's a yard shy of the first down.
That was just a tough as nails catch. She had to fight, one, to reel that ball in, two, to hang on to it. And then she fought for what she could after the catch.
Quarterback dive play here to get the first down. Pittsburgh keeps the drive alive. They had turned the ball over on downs the last time they tried that. But Pittsburgh converts, and it was just 11 in front of her offensive line to get her there. First down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Chavez pitches to Harris, who's in the backfield. And Harris with a burst of speed. Little change of pace back in number 12.
I mean, there's a reason why she has those pick sixes. She showed it right there as tailback.
Yeah, when you start accumulating touchdowns as many as the receivers have, it's probably time to get her some looks on offense, right?
Yes.
23 is down right now for Boston, but we want to thank our 2024 Pittsburgh Passion sponsors. Thank you for supporting us in this 2024 season. Can't do it without you. Of course, our presenting sponsors, Pam Health and Aid Nation. Aid Nation of Pittsburgh Aid, one of Franco Harris's companies. Still owned and operated by the Harrises, Dana and Doc. I think that almost is, we were talking earlier about Franco, goes maybe underlooked of how good of a businessman he also was.
Yes, I mean, the Super Donuts, the Aid Nation.
Silver Sport.
All of which the Passion have benefited from.
Yes.
We've used the Silver Sport products for a very long time. They're hydrated and fueled by A Nation for years now.
A pitch left to Harris one more time. The ball came loose, and Pittsburgh comes up with it. Malarski was there, and Pittsburgh dodges tragedy there. And that maybe is the downside of having somebody who's on defense normally. You gotta know, make sure you're securing the ball there.
The ball was out there like a baby, as opposed to tucked away. But
third down, 9. Ball sits at the 40-yard line for Pittsburgh. Coming up on the 6-minute mark of our ball game regulation. Chavez back to pass, throws, got a receiver, it's Johnson at the 35-yard line. Johnson holds it in, and I think Pittsburgh, Jen, almost utilized that third down knowing that they'd go for it. Let's just make it a manageable fourth down.
yeah, absolutely.
Selena Pascal on the tackle for Boston.
We need a chant for our tight end, although I don't know what would go with Johnson. It doesn't just, it's not like Muth, it's not like Heath, it's not nothing we've had in the past.
Have to work on that. Chavez to Malarski, in and out of the hands, turnover on downs. Boston gets the football with 5:16 to play and a chance to take the lead in a game where they were trailing 23-0.
It's a rare miscue there by Malarski, and I know she's beating herself up about that one. Passion defense needs to do what it did in the first half and just shut the Renegades down. Play with that fire, play with that intensity.
Well, if there was ever a chance at Acrisure Stadium to play Renegade for a defensive stop, now would be the time. And there's a flag that comes flying in. This is going to help, at least for the Pittsburgh side of things, move Boston backwards. Holding call moves them back to the 25. They need the 45-yard line for a first down, and they'll give it to Mata. Mata will get 5 of those yards back. Beg your pardon, that was O'Connor Harrell on that carry. Second down, 20. Make that 15 now with that 5-yard pickup. McFadden rolls, throws, and completes her pass at the 38-yard line.
You saw Harris out there. I thought she was baiting her to just look like she had space and that she would close on it, but she just didn't get there quite in time.
That was Barden on the catch. Third down, 6. They'll go back to Mata. Mata gets the carry off the left side. Mata breaks it to the boundary, and Mata has a first down before she's knocked out of bounds by Harris. fresh set it down, Boston, and a Pittsburgh Passion player down behind the play. A 22-yard run for Mata on third down. Let's see who is down. Would that be Cash down?
Couldn't tell if it's 55. Yeah, you might be right about Cash.
I think so.
That's Tiana Cash, 55.
All right. Medical training staff out to tend to her. We'll step aside. Boston trails Pittsburgh 26-21 here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
Most individuals, when they have an injury, they want to get back immediately, whether that is getting back to work or getting back to sport or getting to their next yoga workout. We really want to give them pain-free function and mobility as best we can for the extent of their lives, so they can be active, so they can enjoy being with their loved ones.
Have a welcome you back to Slippery Rock University. Fourth quarter action. Boston trails Pittsburgh 26-21. Battle of 1 versus 2 in the WFA in the East. Left side, Mata another carry, and Mata another first down. Down to the 28-yard line as we're inside of 4 minutes. Quickly to the line here. They go right back. First down at 10. Mata off the left side, and she gets pulled down after about a gain of 6. That was Niedermeyer who made the tackle, and now she is down. Training staff to attend to Caitlin Niedermeyer. Good to see Caitlin Niedermeyer walking off, and thank you to UPMC Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Pittsburgh Passion, keeping our ladies on the field and in their everyday lives. Mata, another carry off the left side. Mata breaks a couple tackles, and now she is inside the 10-yard line. It is first and goal, Boston. And as the clock goes down to 3 minutes, we get a timeout. It's an injury timeout. It's another Pittsburgh Passion player down for injury.
That's 33, Caitlin Polinek. You know, this defense wasn't on the field a whole heck of a lot for nearly 3/4 of a game, and now they're playing. They're out there and getting beat up on that left side, especially.
And Marcelita Chavez is coming off the field. She was injured on the play. Protecting, it looked like that left arm.
That's on me for not even noticing she was out there.
Yeah.
On this set of downs. It's, you know, sometimes you have to protect players from themselves because they're too valuable in the role that they play.
Sure. First down and goal for Boston. Clock winds towards 2:30. Mata, a carry to Chico from behind on the tackle. Makes it second down and goal. And what I was going to say, Jen, is as this clock keeps ticking here, Pittsburgh has 2 timeouts in their pocket. Begins the conversation. Do you let them score and do you go play? Because of how the score would end up dictating, you're very much still in the game.
Especially with Johnson, who
Right.
only need a field goal, and she showed her leg is on point today.
Of course, the first goal would be to stop them, and they did that here on second down. Nowhere for Mata to run. How about Kim Zubovic on the tackle? Well, now we're already down to a minute 35 left in the ball game. Pittsburgh leaving it to their defense. Boston has 2 more chances to get it into the end zone here and take the lead. Pitch left side to Mata. They try to string it out, and then Pittsburgh is on scene. DeChico is there. Polnick is there. And Pittsburgh now going to take a timeout with a minute 3. And it is going to come down to this play. 4th down and goal from the 8. I mean, Jen, they've ran that counter left about 1 million times tonight.
With such ease and efficiency and effectiveness. I mean.
But this is where the chess match of coaching and practice and everything that takes place before Saturday is paramount. Your best play versus theirs.
Yes, and both teams arguably play with such fire and heart, and both teams want this and are battling hard.
Yeah, you got to tip your cap to Boston for even getting back into this game.
Absolutely. Credit where credit's due.
Pittsburgh hitting loud on a 4th down and goal, essentially for your ball game. Shotgun formation. Mata out of the backfield. It's a pass. McFadden looks, surveys, looks through. She's going to take off and run with it. She will throw. It's intercepted at the goal line, and there's a flag down.
She's past the line of scrimmage throwing that ball.
So the play's going to stand, and Pittsburgh is going to survive and knock off the defending champions tonight.
It's amazing to me with how on fire the secondary has been that you would even take a chance in the air, especially with the quarterback McFadden, who has not shown herself to be very mobile or wanting to involve herself in any sort of contact. Even there, as soon as they start pressing, she wants to get rid of the ball. It's so contradictory to what got them to almost win this game. I'm just shocked by it. I'm shocked by it from Boston.
And that is your Papa John's defensive play of the game. Pittsburgh rocking this place. Another look. McFadden past the line of scrimmage when she threw this. Dazda makes the interception in Pittsburgh.
And that's just going to have to be part of McFadden's progression. She's going to have to want contact, or at least not be afraid of withstanding some.
Yeah,
Chavez on the other end, probably engages a little too much, puts herself at risk for injury, but you can't disengage like that. And that cost her team the game.
Well, now Pittsburgh gets the ball just at the 3-yard line, so they got to protect the ball here. Boston still has the 2 timeouts also. And Pittsburgh is going to take their final timeout here. The other thing that you need to keep in mind, if you're a Pittsburgh fan, and certainly if you're a Boston fan, is you need to make sure that everything stays before the end zone, because if you're holding in the end zone, that's a safety, and you're giving the ball right back to Boston with time. So Pittsburgh, a lot of smart, fundamental things need to still take place here to seal what is a huge win for Pittsburgh.
And that's one of the conversations that has to happen right now, because emotions are running high, right? And you know all those fundamentals, but they may not be, top of mind. It's just to simmer down, play smart, get out of here with a W.
Pittsburgh back out there out of this timeout. 52 seconds to go. Boston had an opportunity, and now Pittsburgh has one to seal it. This is just going to be dive play left, dive play right, and
now at quarterback, number 28, Emma Gurley.
Emma Gurley is in at quarterback, and that's the other funny part about this whole thing is Emma Gurley, Newcastle, Pennsylvania native, takes her first snap of the game in the most important moment of the game where you have to hang on to the football.
Yes.
Boston takes their second, 48 seconds. Yeah, no, after a couple yards there, get a little bit of breathing room for Gurley on that run. I think you have enough room that you can take a knee here. I don't know. We'll run a dive play. Boston will take its final timeout. 44 seconds remain. Take a look at the celebrations offensive play of the game. For celebrations of every size, let's just take you back to the first official play of the ball game. Devin Pace goes 66 yards and says, "Welcome to the ball game."
I mean, it really set the tone for the whole evening. And, it helped this Pittsburgh Passion believe what they already knew they were capable of, that this is a beast that is finally going to be slain yet again by the Pittsburgh Passion. That hasn't happened in some time.
Just a carry forward to the 10, and
I'm with you on the knee.
Yeah,
especially because this defense is so capable of stripping the ball, and I know our girls are equally tough, but
well, that one will seal it with the play clock starting. Pittsburgh will stay perfect on the season. (26-21) your final. The Pittsburgh Passion take down the Boston Renegades here tonight. And they stay perfect on the year. 5-0 for Pittsburgh.
And it comes at a cost. It comes at a cost of Marcelina Chavez on the sideline. Cleat off. So hopefully this UPMC training staff can get her back in working functional order for those playoffs.
And you know what, Jen? I also think that it comes at a lesson of 2 quarters, or 2 halves, 4 quarters, play the full game.
Yep.
Because that Passion defense got put in a position they didn't think they were going to need to be in today with the way the league was, and also knowing that if, or maybe even when, Pittsburgh and Boston meet again in the postseason, that you know what Boston is capable, and now they know what you're capable of. So
absolutely.
But also knowing that if and when they do show up, they're going to have to come to Pittsburgh.
Yes, they got to come. They got to come back here, but they're going to come back with a fire. And the Passion are going to want it just as much as they wanted this one. Again, that trophy carries a special name, and there's no place that they want to see it go other than here.
It's a weird feeling if you're a Boston fan. Last time they lost 2 games is 2018. But this is, Jen, these are 2 of the best in WFA. There's
These
just no
two would be
question.
meeting in the championship if they weren't in the same division,
Right.
year after year. So it's just unfortunate that they have to go through each other every year because this is the kind of championship game you want to tune in for.
Let's take a look at the highlights from what was an amazing game. We just saw it as our celebrations offensive play of the game. The touchdown by Devin Pace to get us all started. Pittsburgh led it 7-0. And it was a feel-good first half for Pittsburgh. The defense was rocking, shut out the Renegades.
It was the Polinick and DeChico show on defense there for a good 2.5 quarters.
Best shot, Volkowski took it down to the 5, but Pittsburgh would close the door on this blocked field goal attempt. Kept the game 7-0. Then they gave it back to Devin Pace. And Pace did not disappoint, getting into the end zone, making it 17-0. And Passion, nothing could go wrong. It was 17-0 to end the half. This play ended the half. Another interception by Denasha Harris. That hit on McFadden. And we're going to go down to Susie Cool now, who has our player of the game.
And Kimberly Zubovic, whenever I was asking T, hey, who do you want me to pick here? She said Kimberly. She played both sides of the ball tonight. So let's talk about that last defensive play, that interception. What went into that for the defense, that moment, in order to hold Boston off the score sheet?
It's just a collective effort. It's everybody doing their part and each player being able to trust the person next to them, knowing that they're going to be where they're supposed to be. And it's just been a collective effort all season.
This was a rivalry matchup between Boston and Pittsburgh here today, but what message does this send to the final teams that you have to play in the regular season and to start off playoffs that Pittsburgh isn't messing around?
Well, the only message I want to send is to my team and congratulate them and thank them and let them know that, we're in this together, and as long as we stick together, there's no end in sight.
Thanks so much, Kimberly. Great job out there.
Thank you.
Matt?
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Susie, and thanks, Kim. Kim, also the general manager of the Pittsburgh Passion, and does a lot of the behind-the-scenes work for the team as well. And you know as well as I do, Jen, this one was extra special.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I played alongside Kim the last time we beat Boston, which was quite some time ago because I've been off the field for, a while. And so this one, we've gotten close before. We fought hard before. We've let it slip through our fingers before, but they were not about to let that happen tonight. And so savor this, ladies. Come back stronger because you're going to see them again. This is a matchup that should be showcased, should be highlighted, because this is what high-level women's football is about.
No question about it. Pittsburgh gets it done on home turf this evening, taking down the Boston Renegades. One game in the regular season left, but we know we'll be hosting a playoff game, likely as the #1 seed in the National Conference. For Jen Cairns and our entire JRM production crew, I'm Matt Forger saying this has been a presentation of Pittsburgh Passion Football 2024. And until next time, good night, Pittsburgh.